So today we're doing something pretty cool. You know, we're near Coleman, Alabama. We're on the Duck River Reservoir. You know, last year when we were at Smith Lake, the Major League Fishing Fisheries Management Division, they partnered with Coleman, Alabama to do a habitat restoration project here that Minn Kota sponsored. So they put a lot of mossback fish structures out here. This is a cool little lake that's got, you know, great trophy potential. They caught a 12-pounder here already last year. It fishes really good. It needed some improved habitat. So they put all these mossbacks off a lot of these points. You know, it's a small lake. It's designed for 25 horsepower and under. You know, so these mossbacks have been in here for a year now. You know, we're gonna graph around and see if we can't find some of them. You know, I kind of got the general location of where they're at, and we'll just see what's kind of living around them, you know, see what the impact of that all those mossbacks have done on this particular reservoir. So these guys were here. You filmed them, putting them all in last year, so you knew all the spots they were at?
We communicate among about 10 guys out here, and we just fish them all the time.
Yeah, they put them on the main points and stuff like that, and but that's great that you guys are getting to utilize them and that it's paying off. That's why we do it. Got a lot of rain in the area this morning, but hopefully we get a little window here where we can, as it is getting steamy. That was awesome. Oh, he come off. Well, that's a good sign right there. There he is. Good fish. There's a good solid one. You know, it's post-spawn right now. The water's real high, so a lot of the fish are shallow, but you know, you can see just a little bit of graphing around that I did. There's lots of bait, a lot of good, you know, there's a lot of life, a lot of bluegill beds everywhere, so real healthy fishery. We got another spot right here. We're gonna try to fish it. And there's a couple of people fishing here as well too. So all of these mossbacks are kind of these obvious main lake points, some of these flatter points and stuff, right where, you know, they're gonna get utilized by a lot of fish, and people are definitely catching them. Some of these mossbacks, the short ones right here off this point, they're only in like 8 or 10 foot of water, but there's a big one. I think that one's even bigger. That's what you want right there. Barely hooked. Now I've lost a couple of them, but we'll see if we can got him. Look at there. I mean, that is a pretty bass right there. That's what you're looking for right there. Yeah, I mean, just like this on this big flat point, it's a perfect spot. And all over, I can see them on my graph, and there is brim breads that I can see on my Mega 360. So you're sitting around a bunch of them right here.
It's working out, obviously, because all the spots we catch out here is just healthy as all get out.
Yeah.
And all the brim's healthy.
Hold up your basket there of some of the brim you've been catching for us.
We'll have to start culling them here in a minute.
So not only are we benefiting the bass, but it's obviously everything in the food chain. You guys got a good mess right there. You know, so every place we've been where they've got these mossbacks put out, you know, I mean, these local guys, they know. I mean, they put the GPS coordinates out, and you can see them. I can see them on my Mega 360 here. You know, the lake got really low last year, so they had a drought here. And most of these they placed in about 15 foot of water, and you know, the lake got down to 12 feet low. And so instead of them being standing up, a lot of them, these are laid sideways, and that's the beauty of those mossbacks. There's one, got it, big one. There's a good one. He's taking drag. These fish are healthy. There we go, a good one. There is bluegill beds covering that whole little pond dam. There's 4 little of the short mossbacks in 8 foot of water, and I mean, that fish, just perfect. I mean, that's exactly why. I mean, it's a good piece of structure depth-wise, but when you add that mossback cover to it, it just makes it that much better. I mean, I'm a huge fan of those. I've fished quite a few different places that have them, and they just, there's a big one. He's in the mossback. He come out. Another one. See, I mean, you don't think that they're not right in the mossbacks? No, that's a big spot. when I hooked that one, I mean, that crankbait got right down into that mossback and got him, and he came out. But that's one of the great things about them, the way those fins are designed on them. You can throw a crankbait through them and not get hung up. Quality fish. This lake has really got it going on. Man, what a cool lake. You know, we only got to spend a couple hours out here on Duck River, but obviously it's very fertile and, you know, it's got a good fish population. With the added mossbacks, it just makes it even that much better. You can tell that the locals really appreciate it and enjoy it, so this project is definitely a success. Huge thanks to Minn, Kota, and Humminbird for supporting these projects. I mean, it really makes a difference.